Hi, I'm Dr. Bob, and I want to show you how to use a large fabric wick to make a simple self-watering container to grow tomatoes in your backyard. This is the tomato plant I grew for 5 months on a large fabric wick. It was easy. I like to call this once-a-week gardening because you need only check it once a week to add water or fertilizer. I started with a large container with no drainage holes, in this case a plastic wheelbarrow, but other storage tubs work equally well. Use a large piece of water absorbent fabric, the wick, and saturate in the water in the reservoir. Towels, old or new, work fine. Cut a piece of styrofoam to float on the water and nearly fill the container. This is the raft. A kid's surfboard is an easy way to start. Now drape the wick over the styrofoam raft so the fabric is smooth and in the water on at least one side. Water will be wicked continuously by the fabric. You can use a piece of Weedex landscape fabric to reduce algae growth on the wick if you wish. The potting soil in your container must have a direct connection to the wick, so be sure to have multiple larger holes in the bottom of the container. Add about 2 inches of potting soil to the container as you transplant your young tomato plant. Place the plant and container on the wick and water it gently to establish the capillary connection or wicking action between the wicking fabric, the potting soil, and the water in the reservoir. Add a 1/4 teaspoon of Osmocote at transplant time, another 1/4 teaspoon about 4 weeks later, and then 1/2 teaspoon of Osmocote every 3 to 4 weeks. I decided I would not support this tomato plant, so I added a section of lattice to the top of the tub to support the tomato plant as it sprawled. Here's my husky red cherry tomato plant at transplant. Now, 2 weeks later, a few branches are just beginning to form. At 23 days, the branches are more distinct. The plant just continues to grow, flowers are present, and now a lot of fruit, around 80 days. All that great new growth because of the Osmocote fertilizer. And here 5 months later, still doing great. Tomatoes can be grown in a self-watering container with a large fabric wick. I hope you will try this technique for vegetables or flowers in your backyard.